This episode of my podcast is going to have a different kind of rhythm to it because I have this tugging on my heart to talk about being seen and showing up for others. Being seen and showing up for others because people are hurting. And we never really recognize what a person is going through sometimes until it's too late. We never understand what is plaguing a person, what is tugging on a person's heart, or what is ripping a person's mindset apart until we get a phone call and say, hey, did you hear about so-and-so? And we say, man, I didn't even know that. Or we say, yeah, I just seen them the other day and they seem to be doing okay. My personal story about this situation is I was going to work and I worked for a high productive automotive company, and I managed at that time one of the hardest and most difficult lines of the shop. And I went to work one evening and I'm in my office preparing for my day, and my manager walks in the office and he said, D, can we talk? And I said, yeah, come on in. And he said, D, I just want to ask you, how are you doing? And I told him, I said, man, I'm doing great. I mean, like, what do you mean? I said, my numbers are great. My safety KPI is great. My quality KPI is great. My productivity KPI is great. I am on target to beat all of my goals for this quarter. And he said, that's great. He said, I see your numbers, D. He said, but I want to ask you, how is Darren doing? I know how the company's doing, D. I see the numbers. I recognize that. But I also want to just ask you for a second, D. How are you doing? Let me tell y'all something. When he did that, it was like the floodgates of my eyelids, they opened up. And I began to cry and cry and cry. And the more I wiped away my tears, the more the tears kept flowing. And he was like, it's okay. And I'm like, but I can't believe that you seen me. I go out every weekend with my boys and I do everything that I probably shouldn't be doing, but they don't see me. I go around my parents sometimes and I hide how I'm feeling and they don't see me, but you see me, and I don't understand it because I thought I was hiding how I was feeling from the outside world. And he said, D, it's okay. And he reached in his pocket and he gave me this card. And it was a card that had EAP on it, Employee Assistance Program on it. And he said, D, I want you to go get counseling. See, he really didn't know my personal life. He didn't know that I was dealing with depression. He didn't know that I was dealing with anxiety, with bankruptcy, with suicidal ideation. He didn't know any of that. All of that from my divorce. He didn't understand any of that. He didn't understand I was feeling bad for how my situation in a relationship ended. He didn't understand all of that. He just seen something different in me. And I'm going to let you know right now that people are hurting. And if you have the opportunity to reach out to someone and say, hey, how are you doing? If you have the opportunity to stand in front of someone and just ask them, are you okay? No. Are you really okay? It may take them 1 minute or 2 minutes to get out how they're feeling to you, but that 1 minute, 2 minutes that they communicate with you may be what saves their life. People are going through hard times. And there are times when no one would know but them. My friends didn't know that I was struggling. I would hang every weekend. We would go out to eat every weekend. We would go to party every weekend. But when I went home, it was me versus me. It was me dealing with the enemy inside of me. It was me dealing with the sadness inside of me. It was me dealing with the disgrace inside of me. It was me dealing with the lack of value that I felt for myself inside of me. And the old proverb says that if there is no enemy on the inside, then the enemy on the outside can do us no harm. But I was so afraid of allowing the people on the outside to see that I didn't want nobody to understand that I was struggling internally. Guys, the power that each and every one of us possess is the opportunity to be transparent and authentic, to allow someone to express themselves. If you are dealing with that, I want to encourage you to keep going. Winston Churchill says, if you're going through hell, keep going. The biblical version says that weeping may endure through the night, but joy cometh in the morning. So maybe you are in a position right now listening to me where you want to give up. I want to encourage you to keep going. Maybe you're in a position right now where life has knocked you on your back. Les Brown has one of the best quotes ever, that if you get knocked down, land on your back. So if you can look up, you can get up. Maybe you're in a boxing match with life right now, and haymakers coming after you. And I want you to understand that it's not that you got knocked down that makes you a loser. It's only you only lose the fight if you decide not to get back up. So get up, wipe your tears, find you a support group, find you an anonymous line to call and get help. Confide in someone that you can trust. And if you can't join organizations, go to the public library. They have them there. Find the 1-800 number to get you some help. Get counseling. My brothers, it is okay to say that I'm not okay. You don't have to feel like you're strong all the time. You don't have to feel like that nothing can penetrate your soul. You don't have to feel like that because you don't cry, you're not allowed to cry, that it makes you more of a man. How about your peace? How about you putting some time into yourself so that you can heal? We all hear that hurt people. Well, what about we flip that and we say, let a healed person help to heal a person? There's so much power that we have inside of us if we just take the time to say to someone, I see you, I value you, I care for you. You're going to make this, and I want to be there for you. Don't give up in this season. Keep pushing through and allow yourself to help someone else. Because maybe that's what God brought you through your situation for. Is to make an impact. Is to influence and to inspire someone else. That just because you made it, they can make it. This message hits hard for me. Because someone seen me that didn't really know me. And they allowed me to pull down the mask that I was putting on every single day. I don't know where I would be in this season if that didn't happen for me, but I do know where I am in this season because that happened for me. So there's always a better way, you guys. Clap for yourself. Thank you.